Hello fellow modelers, this is Ron's Trains and More back with another video. I just thought I'd do a quick video here and show you guys my HO layout here again. Got my vintage HO trains in the middle and the modern prototype HO scale on the outside here. I think it turned out pretty good. Slow that TYCO train down there a little bit, man, that thing was moving. Boy, that's a good engine right there. It runs like an Atlas or an Athearn. Yeah, all these mountains here, they're all foam, of course. I think the trees are from Hobby Lobby. It's just, paper towels dipped in plaster cloth, and all the rocks you see protruding out, that's actually foam. I carved those out myself and painted them dark gray, and then I highlighted them all in light gray. You know, all the edges. There's one right there I did. But, I don't see why I'm making those rocks when you just make them out of foam, you know. They look pretty convincing to me. They look like rocks. I think it turned out pretty awesome. That big mountain back there, it turned out really good. Yeah, I paint them with those paints you can get at Walmart. I think it's called Apple Barrel. It's pretty cheap paint, but yeah, I got the modern HO on the outside, and the inside's all vintage TYCO. Got that bicentennial Alco running there. It's supposed to be a rare locomotive. It's got the presidential seal. A little faded, but it's a good engine. Got all the TYCO accessories on the inside there. A lighted bumper there, TYCO. That's TYCO's giant crane. That thing's awesome. Always one of my favorite accessories. And as you can see, I really like Southern Railway. I've got a lot of Southern Railway equipment. It's one of my favorite railroads. I just got that calendar up there off eBay, 1982 Southern calendar. Pretty cool. Got a Southern crossing the trestle and the N&W crossing another trestle in the background. I love those old railroad calendars. But yeah, I got these two locomotives here. That one there is an Atlas. I can't remember what that is, B23 or what that, U23 or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to look on the box. And that one there's a C39-8. That's a scale trains right there. That's a good engine. They both got ESU Loc sound in them. They run really good. They can pull a lot of cars. Boy, scale trains, they make some good stuff. They've come a long way. Their stuff is just fantastic. It's almost as good as brass trains, really. I mean, it's that good. And of course, you can't ever beat Atlas stuff. Their stuff's fantastic. But yeah, this is about if I hadn't already said it yet, I think this is about a 6x8 foot layout. That center part there, the whole thing, that's actually a 4x8 layout. It used to be an N-scale layout, but it was so rough that I just took and used the board, cleaned it, and used it for this HO layout. I had a friend gave me that. They actually used to display it at train shows, so it's professionally built. You know, it's built well. And then I added this 2-foot section on here on the front. So yeah, it's about 6x8 feet, 7x8 feet, something like that. But yeah, I got all the vintage on the inside, modern prototype stuff on the outside. I built that Water Street Freight Terminal there. It turned out really good. Workers on the dock and everything. I weathered it up. That's actually a Miller Engineering sign right there, I think. It's neon, lights up and everything. I just mounted it in the top of that roof. I glued some ballast on there, because it's how you see a lot of roofs got that ballast on it like that. It came with those little stands there. Kind of rusted them up and glued them on there. Yeah, all the electronics are actually on the inside there. I've got to get I think Miller Engineering makes like an on-off switch thing or something for that. And I'll be able to turn it on from the outside here, but that's a Kato, or Kato, however you want to say it, SD45. I've done a lot of work to that. Detailing it and weathering it, and turned out good. Man, Kato makes some awesome stuff. It's got a Digitrax decoder in it. That's got a Digitrax decoder in that switcher also. It's an old Athearn, actually, a blue box. It don't look like it now because I've done so much work to it. I put that interior in it. LEDs, yeah. Both of those locomotives have had a lot of work done to them. Yeah, I'm pretty good at all that kind of stuff. Any of you guys ever need any of that done, you know, weathering or decoders installed or anything like that, yeah, just message me. And not even on the HO, you know, the other scales too, O scale, all that. I fix and repair them all. You know, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I'm thinking about starting to make some videos on doing that, fixing and repairing old trains. So yeah, if any of you guys need anything done, you can just message me. But yeah, this layout, it turned out pretty good. I'm not done with it yet. I'm just kind of messing around with it here and there. Well, it's unbelievable how many cars these locomotives will pull. But let me get this modern one going here. Man, that's a nice car right there. I think that's an exact rail. It's got that yellow lever on it. Yeah, I love the Southern stuff. I've got a lot of it, Southern Railway stuff. But we can get them going here. Yeah, these got ESU Loc sound in them. I love the startup on them. I think it sounds awesome. Yeah, that startup's really cool. Got all TYCO track here on the outside, TYCO Unitrack with that passing siding. Got all my Triple Crown road railers over there. I got a Bachmann flashing EOT on the rear of those. I got it off the track right now though. I don't want to leave it on there and blow the bulb while it's just sitting there, but man, these things run good on this TYCO track. I think that's an Athearn car there. I did a lot of work to it too. I put the steps on it. It's got intermountain wheel sets on it. That's a Walters Katy Hopper. I haven't had that too long. That's an exact rail Big John. I'd like to get some more of those. I love that thing. And I think that's a front range hopper. That Southern right there. And a Athearn roundhouse caboose. Southern bay window. Yeah, those front range freight cars, they make some good stuff. I'd recommend those. I don't think they're in business anymore, but they made some good stuff back in the day. Boy, those things run good. Well, that's a fine locomotive right there. Fine running locomotive. Really detailed. So is that Southern. That thing's nice. Well, they sound good. 2 GEs. Boy, old TYCO runs really good in the middle. I'd say that thing probably runs about like an Athearn. I'd say it runs about like an Athearn Blue Box. I like that wide sweeping curve I got on there. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, this thing turned out pretty good. I was thinking about putting a Lionel running around the top. I thought it would look pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really getting into that Lionel O scale right now. Uh-oh, I've got an uncoupler right here, TYCO, yeah, uncoupler, and you run it slow, sometimes they come uncoupled. But yeah, I'm getting into the O scale stuff. I don't know, I still like the HO. I mess with these a lot still, but I found myself messing with the O scale a whole lot more lately. I want to build an O scale layout. I've got the one you guys saw, but I want to make it a little bigger. Another O scale running on the top. But anyways, we're focused on the HO trains right now here. Looks pretty good with that TYCO, I think, running in the middle with this modern one on the outside. Not too bad. Yeah, I just sprayed glue pretty much all over that styrofoam and painted it and everything. And while it was still wet, I throwed grass all over it. I thought that'd look pretty good. Instead of those like grass mats, you get it like Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I don't really like those things. But Well, I always loved those Southern Railway cabooses too. Their cabooses were always so cool. I just liked how they looked, I guess, you know, the color of them and everything. That one there turned out really good. I weathered it and everything. Yeah, that's actually what they call a yellow belly. It was used for like local runs and stuff, you know, locals. And then the red bay one, it would be for like the long distance, you know, long haul trains. I got that one over there. That's a Walters behind that crane. Weathered that old Seaboard trailer up right there. It turned out pretty good. I think that's a Walters trailer. I always liked that Seaboard system trailer. You see them come by a lot on piggyback hotshot trains back in the day. I remember they would always have 3 or 4 U-boats on the point, Seaboard system U-boats. And I mean, they'd be coming through here and moving too, probably about 60, pulling that piggyback train. Yeah, I like those wide sweeping curves. I'm not sure what radius that Cotter Unitrack is right there, those curves, but it's pretty wide. You can definitely run anything you want on it. Because it comes in coupled again, that caboose. I fixed a lot of those where they wouldn't do that while I was running it. It's kind of, I don't really ever hardly cut those strip pins off. Most of the time I'll take the Katy strip pins, just kind of bend them up just a little bit. I don't like to cut them off. I think it looks better with them on there. Boy, it's unbelievable how that old TYCO runs. I bet that thing would run all day like that at that speed. Well, it's so smooth, you can barely hear it running. I gotta put a light bulb in it. Man, it's a good looking locomotive. Excellent locomotive. Pretty neat. I like that whistle on that thing. Sounds like a real C39-8 whistle. Yeah, I will say it is one thing I like about the old scale Lionel stuff. I mean, you can just, you know, run that stuff and have fun with it. And not have to worry about all the, you know, weathering and detailing and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you wouldn't want to do it anyways because you would ruin it. But then that's what I like about the HO stuff. You know, you can weather it and, you know, detail and all that. But yeah, I enjoy both. It's a lot of fun. I always want to try some G scale. I don't know, maybe one of these days. That stuff's so much money. Those locomotives are expensive. Yeah, I'm going to let it go around one more time here. Got a hiker here. He's about ready to hop the train. Signal maintainer climbing the signal. I think that's an old model power signal. It works pretty good. I got it off right now though. Yeah, that caboose come undone again. Or come uncoupled, come undone. That's funny. Let me slow her down here a minute. So then couple this thing back up. It don't do that only all the time. I think it only does it when I make a video. Ain't that about how it goes when you start filming a video? Everything starts coming uncoupled or something. But that's for a reason. It's over the uncoupler. But I speed it up a little bit. It won't do that. Speed it up here a little bit. Boy, I love that G sound. It's got that famous G sound that all those C39s and Dash 8s and stuff had. Pretty cool. I love those two locomotives. They run so good. Kind of looks like the old freight terminal up there in Chattanooga. It's got that big sign on it. That's kind of why I did that. Sort of reminds me of the one they got up there. Let's turn the sound off here a minute. Let's see. Well, they should shut off here. Okay, now they're shutting down, I think. And that rear one started back up, I think. Okay, that should do it. Well, boy, that old TYCO's still running good in there. Thing will run all day, probably. It's a fine running locomotive right there. I tell you, I love this Cato Unitrack. That's some really good track in HO scale. I started using that Cato track with N scale, and then I bought some in HO, and I don't know if I'll ever go back to any other track. But anyways, let me stop this TYCO here. Anyways, I appreciate all y'all watching. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all your comments. I answer every one of them. But anyways, y'all have a good one. This is Ron's Trains and More, out.